Oh, you got your new sunnies on.
I'll try and get my shoulder there. What is going on, folks? Thank you for tuning into today's episode. I haven't done a video outdoors in some time. There is a bit of background noise here, but I hope you can sort of tolerate it. I will try and speak up a little bit. So what are we talking about in today's video, folks? We are talking about NFTs. If you've been following the channel for a little bit, really do appreciate that. You might be aware that I'm extremely bullish on NFTs generally in the NFT space, but within the NFT space itself, there is a lot of ruckus. There's a lot of nonsense. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to be very unhappy in the next few years because they invested in NFTs with the promise that they were going to return 100x, 1000x, and their hopes and dreams were just shattered because that never happened. And when they tried to sell their NFT, their digital art piece on the marketplace, no one wants it, no one's trading it, and it was essentially just a bad investment. I'm telling you right now, NFTs, as people would call them, people say they're a fad, or the NFT space is a fad, and they don't get it. These people are uneducated. That is so far from the truth and the biggest bit of nonsense that I've ever heard. The NFT space is here for good, and it will never go away. Within the NFT space, there are going to be NFT investments that I did say to you that will be worth nothing, absolutely nothing. And then what's going to happen when that happens is majority of people, all right, the majority that invested in these particular NFTs are going to be very unhappy, and then they're going to spread FUD about how they lost money on NFTs, and then they're going to give NFTs a bad name, all right? They're going to give NFTs a bad name, just in the same way that people would have bought Bitcoin in 2017 when it was at $20,000 and probably sold at around $5,000, and they lost a whole heap of money, and they go and tell their family and friends that Bitcoin and investing and cryptocurrency is a scam, when in reality it's not. You know, generally speaking, they just made some bad, uneducated decisions in the crypto space. But again, the crypto space is the same. There are scams, it's the same thing, but it is here to stay. Blockchain is not a fad. Crypto is not a fad. Bitcoin is not a fad. You can lose a lot of money, you can make a lot of money, all right? You just need to make conscious, educated decisions and never invest more than you can afford to lose. That being said, I'm not your financial advisor, all right? Make sure you do your own research. So let's get back on topic, talk a little bit more about NFT specifically. So now I can tell you right now, it's my personal opinion that in the next 5 years, 95% at least of digital art NFTs specifically will pretty much lose all of their value, and nobody is going to want them, all right? There is an influx of NFT projects, plenty of them. I almost get approached daily from a new NFT platform that asks me to review the platform. We got this great platform on Binance Smart Chain. We got this platform that's interoperable with ERC20 Binance Smart Chain and various other blockchains as well. Okay, and you know, that's great, generally speaking, for the space, but what it means is a lot of these NFT platforms are allowing anyone just to come on and create digital art and try and sell it. And now, is that a good thing? Look, it's a bit hard to say, you know. Obviously everyone should have the right to be a creator and create work, all right? And that's really great, because it comes back to the whole argument of why crypto is good, decentralization, etc. Okay, giving people's power back, their rights back, all of that good stuff, all right? But at the same time, you need to be wary, because there's going to be a lot of people out there just putting fake imitations out, fake stuff out, and trying to get people sucked in to buy it, all right? I can tell you right now, I am not very heavily invested at all into NFT digital art that doesn't have utility specifically, all right? There was one Crypto.com piece, the first Boss Logic launch on Crypto.com. There were 3 pieces, 200 copies of each, and I got the little whale piece that's going alongside the building. I paid $2,000 US for it. Now, at the time, I didn't know that Crypto.com was going to be releasing so many NFTs in such a short amount of time, which I personally think saturates the platform too much. So that's a negative thing that I have spoken about recently in some of my videos. So if I could have gone back in time, I probably would have taken that investment elsewhere and invested in some digital land in the Sandbox, for example, but I can't. Okay, so you know, using Crypto.com as an example, it hasn't created that scarcity, and you know, I think that is probably another issue for another topic as well. But the point I'm trying to make is, aside from that, in terms of digital art NFTs themselves, I haven't purchased anything. I haven't purchased any other digital art NFTs because I just think that, you know, there's so many other better ways to invest your money, okay? If you're gonna invest in digital art, you have to be prepared. Like, there is a huge chance that you're gonna lose your investment. I think there is no area within cryptocurrency right now other than the NFT digital art NFTs themselves where you could possibly lose more money, okay? It's massively risky. You got to really just be careful. And if you are going to invest in some digital art NFTs, make sure that you really are aware of that fact and that you're really investing in it for the right reasons, all right? There's one digital art NFT coming out on a platform that I did review just last week, okay, in FOMO Labs, Tyson Fury. I'm a massive boxing fan, just a massive sort of combat sports fan in general. Tyson Fury's a beast, okay, arguably the best heavyweight boxer next to Muhammad Ali in the world. He's coming out with his own NFT drop, okay, on FOMO Labs. So that is one that I might consider. But even a massive name like himself, it doesn't mean that, even like, you know, you got Eminem, you got Paris Hilton, not that she's like a massive name, but you got all these digital artists, musicians, people, you know, football stars, EPL players, UFC fighters, all right? Every cat and their dog, all right, is doing an NFT now. But just because they're famous, just because they're professional, just because it's Brad Pitt, just because it's Beyonce, okay, it doesn't mean that there's gonna be someone that wants to buy that NFT in the next 5 years, okay, even with that guarantee, right? So that's something that you do need to understand. But if I'm going to be buying another digital art NFT, yeah, I might get involved in Tyson Fury's NFT. Why? Because like I said, I'm passionate about boxing. I love Tyson Fury. I've read his autobiography a couple of times. It's a great story. You know, he's trying to raise a bit of money. He's taken a dive, getting into the space, and I'm investing in it, honestly, less about my personal gain and more to support him. And I think by doing that with the right intentions, you increase your chances of making money in this space from digital art NFTs, specifically without utility. All right, so that's talking about the digital art NFTs. Now, what about blockchain gaming NFTs and the utility within blockchain gaming NFTs? Now, when I say utility, all right, a digital art NFT doesn't have obvious utility. You buy the digital art, it's got the scarcity, it's the original copy, and you appreciate that. And you hope that someone else is maybe gonna appreciate that the same as you will and offer you something, you know, more for it if you choose to sell it in the future. It's as simple as that. But aside from that, aside from the aesthetic of it, it doesn't offer any other utility. There's nothing else you can do with it, okay? It doesn't mean that you've got a free pass just to go in and hang out with Tyson Fury whenever you want, okay? You know, maybe he attaches some utility to it like that one day, but generally speaking, most of these art NFTs don't have that. Blockchain gaming NFTs do have this. You go in, you play a game, and you might beat a mythical monster, for example, with your avatar in an RPG, all right, such as Miranda's on Gala Games, which is going to be coming out hopefully late this year or early next year, okay? You beat this digital monster, you've showed some skill and prowess in the game, you know, in a way where other players haven't been able to do this. That monster drops a special sword that gives you increased attack, increased speed, and some special magic damage, okay? That sword, there only might be 5 copies ever created, all right, as NFTs. You can take that NFT, you could sell it on a marketplace to someone else. So you might get that drop for free. It's got the in-game utility, all right? Someone else might be prepared to pay you thousands of dollars, maybe more, for that special sword that you might have been able to earn in-game, all right? And that leads me on to the topic of blockchain gaming. Guys, I'm telling you right now, NFTs are a niche within crypto. Blockchain gaming and blockchain gaming NFTs with pure utility in good games that are powered by the right kinds of NFTs like Enjin, for example, Gala Games, for example. This is the most bullish area of NFTs. I'm telling you right now, the gaming industry is absolutely massive already, and even with COVID going on. We are going more and more into, a digital society with cryptocurrency becoming more popular as well. People are starting to understand that, gaming is an industry that is growing exponentially. And whilst mainstream gaming remains in mainstream gaming and blockchain gaming itself, most people don't really understand it. And a lot of the blockchain games, are quite boring as well. I have to be honest, some of them are good, but for the most part, I don't typically enjoy a lot of them that are out now. Some are good, all right, but this is going to change. There is going to be a lot of market share, market capital flowing drastically into the NFT gaming space, and you're going to see it over the next 5 to 10 years. And I can tell you right now, in my opinion, there is going to be way more opportunity to make money off the NFT infrastructure tokens and the NFT games themselves, all right? It's all about player ownership. You're able to go in, play a game, and you can earn while you play. You can play for free, all right? You don't have to be under the control of, Blizzard, for example, who might control the game. If you're playing like, World of Warcraft, you might get a special sword, and technically they could come in and take it away. This special sword, a game like Miranda's on Gala Games, that can't happen. You have true ownership of the items that you earn in-game, all right? And you can trade with in-game currency. You can trade your in-game currency for Bitcoin, Ethereum. You can trade your NFTs on the open market. Guys, it is going to be absolutely parabolic, and there just is not many people talking about it right now. Mainstream media focuses on the big artists, the big names, the big fighters, footballers, boxers, whatever, whoever's creating these digital art NFTs, but this is not, in my opinion, where the money's at. The money is in blockchain gaming, all right? And you heard it here. You might have heard it from somewhere else, but you're hearing it here as one of the first times on the Satoshi Aoki YouTube channel. I am extremely passionate about this idea, okay? It's going to be absolutely massive. And if you can understand which projects are leading the way in this space, all right, you are going to be extremely profitable going forward. So now we're just going to run through a few of the coins that I am personally investing in. But before you decide to invest in these coins, make sure you do your own research. And all of these coins I've thought about, they're all doing amazing stuff in the blockchain gaming space, and they are all coins that I am primarily invested in, these altcoins in the blockchain NFT gaming space specifically. All right, folks, so there are 5 altcoins that I do want to talk about today. Now, I'm only going to be skimming over each of the 5 altcoins in very little detail, okay? We're not going to do like a deep dive analysis onto any of these altcoins in today's video. Otherwise, it's just going to be way too long, all right? And I do appreciate your time. But do let me know in the comment section below, which coins out of the next 5 that I'm going to be talking about do you want me to do its own review on? And I will go ahead and do that. Alrighty, folks, so the first coin that I did mention before is Enjin, ticker symbol ENJ. Enjin has been around since around 2017, maybe even a little bit before. I will have to double check that. Now, Enjin is one of the biggest NFT infrastructure tokens in the space. I think it currently sits around 3, or at least in the top 5 out of the NFT crypto-based tokens, all right? They got a great track record. They've got an awesome little partnership going on with uniquely.io, which is a new crypto company that is essentially, they're materializing digital NFTs. So for example, if you get like a sort of NFT of Beyonce dancing, for example, all right, you can actually go to uniquely.io and you've got the potential to actually create that NFT or bring that NFT to life in the form of a physical figurine, for example, okay? Same thing for Tyson Fury. Say it's a digital art NFT for Tyson Fury, you could get that NFT printed onto a t-shirt through uniquely.io, who will actually verify that on the blockchain with that NFT. So uniquely.io, also not in the blockchain gaming space, but Enjin has a good partnership with them. Enjin is also the only NFT infrastructure crypto that has been regulated in Japan, okay? It is going to be the NFT infrastructure token of Japan. Now, think about Japan. We had Pokemon come out of Japan. We've got huge, ridiculous amounts of people that are doing large-scale professional and amateur gaming in Japan, okay? Asia in general is just massive for gaming. So Enjin has been fully regulated in Japan and is going to be the token of Japan that is going to be absolutely massive. And on top of that, they just have a solid utility, okay? They help with the infrastructure and the creation of in-game currency, and they act as a token where you can actually trade your in-game currency back out for Enjin. They provide a platform through their own Enjin wallet as well. So I'm really, really bullish on Enjin. Then we've got the Gala token. It's a bit more of a low cap token, but Gala token is essentially going to be the in-game currency of the Gala Games platform. If you do want to get amongst Gala Games, it's free to do it. You can get a node and get 500 bucks off the node. And if you do sign up with my link, you can also, as well as getting 500 bucks off the node, you can also get 100 free Gala when you play Town Star for free. I think we both get like 100 free Gala if you do that. Now, like I said, Gala Games is the in-game currency of the Gala Games ecosystem. They do only have Town Star out at the moment, but they do have the long-awaited Mirandus, the fantasy MMORPG, okay, massively multiplayer online role-playing game, fantasy. It's going to be freaking epic. If any of you guys were into RuneScape when you were younger or at any stage, looks like it's going to be kind of similar to that, but NFT and blockchain based. I'm so pumped for this. And you know, there's a lot riding on the success of Mirandus. I think if Mirandus is successful, all right, Gala Games could be absolutely massive. Then we've got AXS and SLP, okay? So AXS is going to be for Axie Infinity. It's a trading card game where you can essentially use crypto to buy Axies and you can just fight each other online, okay? I haven't actually played it myself, but I've seen it. Karina is really interested in it as well. It's a game that I'm going to be getting into too at some point on the channel. But essentially you pick 3 Axies and you verse someone else with 3 Axies. They, you know, you can get them in the form of cards, but you can see them on the screen. They're fighting, a bit of like a Final Fantasy style gameplay. I don't know exactly what you call that, but it's like, you know, you take turns and you go in and you pick like a move, and it's a setup. It's a strategy based game essentially, and it looks pretty cool. All of the Axies have different skills. It looks really nice. And also Mark Cuban is massively on board with Axie Infinity, and I think it's also in the top 10 of the infrastructure tokens. Then we've got Mana is the ticker symbol for Decentraland, okay? The oldest and the biggest OG of the metaverse, I guess the digital metaverse space, okay? So they essentially have created a world where you can go in with your avatar, play mini games, enter in competitions, and basically do just about anything, okay? You can get involved, meet friends, you can go for a digital coffee, have a digital beer, have a digital disco dance, go check out a digital art gallery, own digital land, you know, probably stay overnight in a hotel. Hell, you can probably even have just a digital girlfriend and live your whole life in there if you like, okay? That's Decentraland. And we've also got Sand, which is a Sandbox token, who are doing a similar thing. Sandbox Games is taking a bit of a Minecraft feel on. Minecraft is a really accessible game, and it's got that blocky effect. To be honest, I'm not actually the biggest fan of how that looks. I actually prefer the avatars and the look of Decentraland personally, but I still think that Sandbox is going to be really, really impressive. So Sandbox and Decentraland are both metaverses where you can essentially purchase digital land. They are the 2 biggest ones. So I have actually purchased 2 blocks of land in the digital metaverse of Sandbox. I wanted to purchase some in Decentraland as well, but they're just way too expensive now, way too expensive, okay? And I have already made, you know, some significant gains on the value of my actual NFTs, the digital land in the Sandbox. But essentially Sandbox is the same thing. You go in, play games, mini games. Now I'm really bullish on Sandbox because people, companies such as Binance, we got Tesla, we got CoinMarketCap, BitBoy Crypto, biggest influencer in the crypto space. They are just a few names. We've got Atari, okay? We've got OpenSea. There are a plethora of names I probably don't even know about that have essentially bought digital land in the Sandbox metaverse with the intention of creating their own little ecosystems and clubs and experiences and mini games where you can get involved, earn, make money, have fun in this digital land. So I think, you know, it's a pretty ambitious goal, but it's not a case of will this idea succeed. It's a guarantee. I can tell you 100% the idea will succeed, but will Sandbox and Decentraland be the 2 major players in the space? Will they remain the 2 major players, or are there going to be some other metaverses that come along and trump them? That obviously I can't say for sure, but the idea is there, and the partnerships and, you know, the actual fundamentals of what is going on is super bullish, guys, in this blockchain space. So look, if you've stayed and watched all the way to the end, I really do appreciate you. I am totally aware that this video was very unplanned, all over the place, but you know, I really just needed to speak from the heart on this one and just educate you on how bullish I feel on blockchain gaming NFTs, guys. Again, make sure if you like the video, drop me a sub if you're not subbed already, and let me know in the comments which of the altcoins that I just did mention to you, Enjin, Axie, Mana, Decentraland, Gala, okay, all blockchain gaming infrastructure NFTs, okay, that I think are personally going up and away, all right, over the next 5 years. So that's all I got for now, guys. Hope you have a good one, and we'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.